Hey everyone, this is CyberKai, and for this episode we're going to be doing a video on how to search for an IT job with a little bit more in depth. I'm going to show you how. So let's just say you finished your CompTIA Security Plus and you notice your phone's not ringing because you haven't started applying to jobs yet. The good news in the IT industry, they will come to you once you get your name out there. Once you get your name out there. So you start applying to 2 or 3 different jobs, you start making contacts with recruiters, and then from that point, your phone kind of starts to explode with people calling you up, especially if you're just finished that certification because they know it's gonna last a while. Okay, so I made this video of how to search to show you it's not that hard. So without further ado, click. Alright, so first jump to any job site. Let's say Indeed. From there, you're gonna type in the certification just finished. Let's say the CompTIA Security Plus. Indeed's a really good spot because it'll tell you how much that type of job pays, but you can see that under the job requirements, they want those certs. Once you finish looking over just available jobs, just doing a quick IT search, then you start jumping over and doing more advanced searches for specific what you want to do. If you don't have a clearance though, you're probably gonna have to take that first help desk job. And don't worry, there's plenty of jobs out there, as you can see from job sites like Clearance Jobs. Clearance Jobs has all the companies that do security or cybersecurity or any kind of clearance work all in one site. You can go to Clearance Job itself, or you can apply on the companies directly, which I highly recommend doing. And then there's other job sites like Google and such. And then lastly, you can see that just having your CompTIA Security Plus, I would say 74 is a little high for Security Plus, depending on your area. Obviously, in the metropolitan areas, you're going to make more, but the average is about 65, 68 is what most Security Plus guys can make with almost no experience. Really no experience. You might have to take a pay cut if they have to vouch for that clearance, or if you're lacking that experience, but at least it gets you in the door. Then once you have about a year of experience in that first job, or let's say 2 years, but really no more than 2, then you can jump to your next IT job where you say, hey, now I have the cert, I have the experience, and that secret clearance probably took a few months to complete, so you probably have several years worth on that clearance as well that you can use to show how valuable you are to future employers. So in that video, I showed that finding an IT job, there's thousands of jobs out there. If you go to sites like Indeed, which I really like Indeed because it shows you the salary range. So if you type in a certain position, it will give you a ballpark of what people are actually paying for those positions. It'll give you, so when you're in the interview and people say, well, what are you looking for in financial compensation? You have a rough ballpark of where you think you are. Sites like PayScale that I showed a minute ago will also give you a really good idea. Although PayScale tends to bump numbers up and then sometimes bump numbers down, so use it as a rough ballpark. And remember, everything's negotiable. Everything's negotiable. If you don't have, let's say you don't have a clearance because you don't have a military background or some background that gave you a clearance, that's okay. Just when you're working with that company, say, hey, I don't have the clearance, but I do have the cert, and I'm willing to take they'll usually work out a pay cut to make up for that lack of a clearance. Then after a few months, you have that clearance. So that's all I'm going to leave you with today. Just keep in mind, when you're looking for an IT job, don't be afraid to be told no. You apply to 50,000 jobs, or you apply to 10,000 jobs, or however many jobs you applied to, you're going to get told no a lot. But you only need to be told yes once.